Hi, I'm Claire and this is my husband Nick. We met in an online chat room in 2001 and ended up getting married in 2006. We're a fairly normal, hard-working couple. We love travelling and enjoying a drink or two. In early 2020, we decided we wanted a whole new life-changing challenge. So we said goodbye to our jobs. We sold our Wiltshire farmhouse. We packed up our things and made the move to France. In early 2001, I went back to the UK to finalise our house sale and pick up my Aga. I was on Facebook on an Escape to the Chateau fan club page when I saw this advert. I messaged Nick the advert. Curiosity got the better of him and he went and arranged a viewing. With the instructions from me, I trust your judgment. If you think I'll like it, put in an offer. The offer was accepted and we finally got the keys on the 10th of June 2021. Join us and our dogs, Merlot and Flora, as we renovate our Maison de Maîtres.
Well, it's a Monday morning and I'm out bright and early to crack on in the laundry. What I'm going to do is just finish off here in the that one wall I've not finished yet in the bathroom. I need to insulate it. I've put some pipe work in for the waste for the basin. Now I know where that is going. So I need to line and insulate and line that wall, and then this room is done. Once I've fitted this plasterboard in the bathroom, I'm actually going to clear out this room altogether. I've decided I'm going to bite the bullet and get the floor tiled. So more about that in a bit. I've locked her out. It's getting in the way in here.
Nicholas!
Ooh. Ooh. That's rude.
The Maison de Maîtres is here and we have this big pine tree which we would like to keep. Underneath here there's this thing which I thought was a jasmine, but it's called a Mexican orange blossom tree. I'd like to give this a real good hack back because it's got loads of dead wood in it and I'd like to keep it. Underneath the kind of scrub wasteland ground, there is actually a pathway to this wash house gîte. The path comes straight out of the door and then goes underneath here and off to this patio over here, or this pathway over here. At the moment, after doing the courtyard, there's various different piles of things out here that I want to try and sort and get rid of as well. There's piles of wood and piles of roots. There's a mound which now has weeds growing out of it that was all of the soil that Nick took out. Behind that, there is another pile of kind of like rubble. Over here we've got all of the small patio slabs that were at the front of the Maison de Maîtres in the courtyard. I'd actually like to clean these up and reuse them for a terrace area for the gîte or laundry. There's no grass here, it's just all kind of weeds and pine cones and pine needle. This is the tree that Nick and my dad pollarded last year. And just underneath here, all along this wall, there's this border. Where we've not done anything with this front garden and just left it since we moved in, it's been good because we've actually been able to see over the last year kind of what's in here, where it is, what it looks like, how it flowers, and if we want to keep it or not. There will be things that will be pulled out, and this bush, this bush, this bush, and this bush will all be going. Not this week, but in due course. It may not look like much at the moment, but I know that in this corner of the garden around here, there's daffodils, and there's this stuff called muguet. So I don't really want to interfere with this too much. Up here, this is like a blossom tree that comes out around March or April, and it's just these like huge round white blossoms. Behind it, there's like a purple hibiscus tree, and there's also some roses. I don't know whether I'm going to keep the roses because they're looking really withered, but I'm going to give them a good cut back, and I'm going to give them a chance to live. So in the middle of here, there was a fountain base, and then all around the outside you can see like a big circle. Underneath here is all concrete, and over the top is gravel. Kind of want to get rid of this at some point. It doesn't matter whether the concrete base stays or not. But yeah, I think I'll tidy up and try and save some of this gravel. We've also got this pile of stone here, which has come out of the laundry, which was the chimney, and that's just piled up here as well. Doing this garden isn't necessarily urgent, but it's something that is on my list. So my aim for the next few hours is just to start hacking back all of this. This part here, kind of from this corner to here, I don't know whether you can see, but there's like a strip along here buried in the undergrowth. It's like a border that's already there. So here goes. Official before photo.
Well, I'm there. I've now finally got this room to a point where I can tape and join the ceiling and tile the walls, tile the floor, and then fit the product. Hey, but I'm not going to do that just now, because what I want to do is have a clear out in here and give it a good clean, and then I'm going to start to tile the floor. I'm a bit nervous because look at the size of the tiles. Enormous. Well, I'm pleased with the work I've done today. I've completely cleared this laundry room, given it a brush and a hoover, as you've just seen, and now probably give it a mop. And then I know there's a couple of places that are a bit low, so I'm going to need to make up some self-leveling compound to get that completely level before I can then crack on with the tiling. But for now, job done.
I've been working on this now for about 5.5, 6 hours, and I'm really pleased with my progress. It's really hard to do. It's been years since this area has been cleaned, and it's just leaves, mulch, ivy. It's just a blanket of ivy, and you're having to pull it out because it's all just knotty and horrible. Yeah, here we go. I'll show you where I've got to today. I've taken out some of the hedge, and I've taken out a wheelbarrow full. I've also got two bags full of just roots and leaves and things in the back of my car. But here we go. Look at that. Yeah, it's a lot better, and it's a big difference. I've had to stop for today because it's about to start raining, and I've got no more bags or anything to fill to go to the déchetterie, so otherwise I'll just be moving it from one place to another to make a big mess. Yeah, I will be on to this bit, hopefully weather permitting, in the morning. And since you locked me out earlier, I may lock you in there overnight.
Well, it's a grey, dreary morning. I'm back in the laundry, and what I'm going to do now is put some primer on the floor, so that later when I come to put some more self-levelling compound down, it will definitely adhere to the concrete that's there. So, yep, got to get on with it.
Back out here again today, and I'm ready to tackle this corner. Woohoo! I'm about an hour in now to today's work, and I've found this pile of rocks. Da-da-da-da! They're underneath the ivy. Well, they're going to be coming out anyway, but I'm quite intrigued to see if there is anything underneath them. Because you would think, you know, wash house, water, well. Well, it may be a well, or it could be nothing. Let's find out. So I've started taking it apart, but some of the rocks are too heavy for me to move. Yeah, sometimes you just need to admit defeat and ask for help, and this is one of those cases. Here he is, my saviour. So, nothing under the pile of stones except for some mud. And now we're going to try and play log rolling. This log is huge.
So this morning I put the primer on the floor. Now I'm going to mix up some self-levelling compound. There's a couple of definitely low areas. I'm going to get those filled up a little bit, let that go off overnight, and then tomorrow maybe make up another mix just to get it as level as I can. Okay, so that's a couple of the lower patches just filled. I might just make up another little half bucket and put some more over on this side. I can leave that till the morning, then come back in and give it one final, probably much thinner coat so it runs a bit more fluidly, just to fill in some of the roughness of the concrete here and make it a better substrate for tiling. But yeah, for now, good job. Just out for an evening walk with Claire and the dogs, and look at that moon. And look at that lovely house over there. Oh, that'd be ours.
Captain's log, day 3. Here we are, again in the front garden of the Maison de Maîtres. And yesterday I managed to clear this corner. I also went along this wall and got rid of all of this crappy old knackered hedge, and I pulled out loads and loads and loads of twisted wisteria that were all on the floor. And we even had a quick trip to the tip to get rid of it all. So today I'm going to be clearing it up just a bit more, and I'm going to be taking any dead wood that's left in this corner out. My aim for today is to get some plants in here, then put some of the weed fabric down. Yeah, I'm just going to see how I go today, really. It's slightly chillier today. One of my aims in the next day or so is to paint the end of this building. The render on here is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not broke, doesn't need fixing, apart from boop, 1, 2, 3, 3 holes in the outside. So I have some lime render and I'm going to fill these holes in. Now, I've never rendered before, but what a good day to start. Apparently it's just like icing a cake, but in this case like the inside of a toilet roll tube that you're never going to see again. So stunning. Apparently I wasn't finished.
No, you're not really as fine as you probably want for your top surface, but it's going to be fine. That's fine.
Seems like the rain's set in for the day, but I really want to kind of just keep gardening and just get this done. So I've come up with a solution. If you missed Paris Fashion Week, I have recreated it for you. You can see the stylish designs of the autumn winter look. And also it is waterproof, meaning you can come outside and continue gardening. And have your husband laugh at you. But it works. I think my dog's even laughing at me. It's okay to laugh at yourself. I'm dry.
Right, back in the laundry. The self-levelling compound I put on the floor seems to have worked. It's all gone off. Although the instructions say that you should really leave it 48, 72 hours before you then start doing anything in terms of flooring on there. So I'm going to use this time to get more cabling done, see if I can get some plasterboarding up on the walls and maybe even on the ceiling. Well-earned coffee break, and whilst I'm having my coffee I'm going to watch Clare.
During the rain I managed to get these 3 planted. Nick very kindly came and dug the holes for me. He's good at digging himself a hole. after lunch and it may be raining again, but this side of the laundry house wall is drier than a nun at a monastery. So I've decided time to paint it. So that's one coat. I'm going to see how it dries and then maybe give it another coat. Hopefully this is job done, but we'll wait and see. So I'm slowly getting the weed fabric down, and what I'm going to do while I'm going is I'm going to put the gravel on top of it as I go, so it just weighs it down. So the person behind me, this person said that, oh, 10 bags of gravel will be more than enough.
Let's start off with 10 and see how it goes. That's what I said.
For this entire area. 2 bags so far. 10 bags ain't gonna cut it. So matey boy.
How many bags will it be then?
30. 33 and a third. And you better get your skates on because we're going out to the shops for more gravel. And I am going dressed like this.
It's alright. Go, go, go!
Go, go! Oh yeah, we're here. More gravel. More than 10 bags. Oh, just 10 bags. Ooh. So we've now come to another bricko shop on our way home, and I just thought I'd let you know this is our 3rd consecutive day in a row that we have visited a bricko shop. Yep, 3rd day in a row.
So a few weeks ago we created this access in the back of the barn ready for when the pool people come. Well, we've had a phone call and they're coming to start digging a hole in a couple of days. Ooh, yay! One of the things I need to do, however, is move this bit of drain pipe that is currently going diagonally and make it a lot higher up. So it shouldn't take me too long. Fingers crossed. There you have it. Appears to be running downhill, which is the objective of guttering. Not the neatest of jobs, but it's a temporary quick job just to get it done before the pool people come. And just in case you think that my workmanship is shoddy or lackadaisical or something like that, take a look at my neighbour's contraption. So my neighbour here has opted for the string and sellotape method of guttering. Well, if it works, it's not really stupid, is it?
Day 4 in the garden. My first coat of paint is dried from yesterday, so today I'm going to get another coat done. I've also got the gravel that we went out and got yesterday because 10 bags will not be enough. So yeah, I'm hoping just to kind of get this finished today. Fingers crossed.
Back in the Jeet. More wiring. Actually, this time, this is the end where, well, the kitchen is going to be down here. So, planning on what sockets to have where. and I'm fitting the insulation into this wall as I go, and getting the wiring to come through at the right place. So I've done this wall. I've got cabling down to where I'm going to have a socket down there. That's all cut in, so that wall is now ready to be plasterboarded. Got a bit more cabling to sort out over here, and then I can get on plasterboard along this wall. So time to take shape. There you have it, 2 bits of plasterboard up. So what I can do now, before I lose my measurements, I've marked a bit of paper where the wires are, so I need to cut the holes to free them, and yeah, so I'm going to do that now. And that's exactly what I was hoping to find. So there we go. That will become a socket. Right, where's the other ones? So I've made the holes. I'm going to have a double socket. Basically going to have a fridge here. And that's the socket behind the fridge. It's going to come up to about that height. Then a shelf with the microwave on top of the shelf. So I'm actually putting in a double socket there because there might be something else that we want to plug in. And then down here, 2 double sockets. In fact, 1 double socket and one's going to be a socket and a USB plug. So yeah. The next job, now I've cut the holes, is to square them off, and then I can fit the back boxes. We had originally bought these back boxes for about €2 each. Not that great quality, to be fair, so I've gone for the €6 option. Much stronger. Yeah, so I guess you get what you pay for. There you have it. All the wires are now in place, so once decorated this panel, I can just fit the fronts to all of these, and yeah, there we go. Good job done today. I'm pleased, very pleased.
I've also finished my little area. Apart from it just needs one thing like a fountain or a statue. Wasn't expecting to do quite this much this week. I was just thinking, oh, I'll just plant some bulbs. And so far, I've not planted any bulbs. However, what I have done is pretty blooming amazing. Are you ready for this one? Whew. It's incredible. So here we have the Maison de Maîtres, and we have the front garden, have the gate that leads out into the outside world. Got all along here, ready. Woo! Look at how bright that is. And it goes all the way along. Look at that. See what I mean? It just needs something near the building, like a statue or a fountain. But I think I've done really well with this. All of the block work that you can see along the back is all of the stone that's come out of the laundry house that was the chimney. So I've just used this to kind of make like divisions and things, section it off a bit. I've cleared a lot of this bush and wisteria and like box hedging because it was just really, really old and knackered and thick, and loads of it was just rubbish. I got rid of all of the leaves. I got rid of a load of all of the scrub and undergrowth that was there. I've lined it with a membrane so that the weeds don't pop up. There are 3 hydrangeas, and there's a couple of plants along here that were already in the border. These 3. There was a tree stump there that I kept because I thought that was quite smart. And I do believe that that is a bay tree because it smells lovely. But yeah, look at that, isn't it bright? 2 coats on the end of the building and then an extra coat at one part where Merlot decided to jump up. So hopefully, if Nick finishes the laundry house for Christmas, my mother-in-law can stay here and she can have a view, at least out of one of the windows, of something nice and pretty, because only the best from my mother-in-law. So today may be a bit grim out there, but it's finally bulb planting day. I've unpacked my giant box of bulbs and I've got tulips, daffodils, alliums, muscari and irises. Daffodils and the muscari are already mixed. However, I'm going to unpackage all of the tulips and I'm going to mix them up in a box and then just plant them randomly. I've gone for mainly with tulips, purples, pinks, blacks and white colours. The same with the alliums and the irises. Behind me, way behind me, there's a massive pile of topsoil that came out of the courtyard garden around the front of the house. Nick had piled it all up and moved it, and it's now along this front wall. So I've raised the border slightly, and now I'm going to start planting, and I'm going to go in from the back closest to the wall, and I'm going to start with the irises and the allium bulbs. So tallest at the back. I've just come in from the garden to come and make a cup of coffee, and it's a bit of a draining week here. You can hear Merlot barking in the background, and unfortunately Flora is currently in season, and it means that we've got to keep them separated, but keeping them separated is quite hard work, and you've got to have one with you and one in another room, and it usually results in barking. And Merlot is constantly barking when you put him in one room and leave him, but then we have to keep swapping them over. It's just really tiring. It really is. But this is the price to pay for having a male dog and a female dog and not having them neutered. Because one day we can breed them. And then you get this ultimately cute creature called a doxy pin. Oh, they're so cute. And next I'm on to the daffodils, the tulips and the muscari to go in this border. Woohoo! I hope this isn't like what happened in our old house in Brinkworth in Wiltshire, where one year we planted the whole garden full of bulbs and the only thing that kind of happened was daffodils. Well, what's gone wrong? Anyway, the squirrels had eaten everything. So... couple of hours later and all finished and done. See what happens next year. It's 8:25. It's pool day.
And welcome to Wine of the Week. Again, not wine.
I have chosen for this evening a lovely drink which I really enjoy called Tequila Rosé. It is a strawberry cream liqueur with tequila.
Quite drinkable.
Yes, it tastes just like milkshake. So I'd say that we have had a very, very productive week.
Yep, I've been focusing hard on getting the laundry further forward.
I think I've come on leaps and bounds with the garden. And of course, the pool started to be dug.
Anyway, if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please hit the like button.
And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or on our website at
www.theexpatbutchers.com.
Love this stuff. There we go.
There you go. Only one way to drink this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Very nice.
Anyway, thanks for watching and we will see you next Sunday. Bye.
Bye.
Does it make my bum look big? Oh no, my bum already is big.